Most traders think trading is about predicting the next move. I thought that too, but I just realized that's exactly why people fail in trading. I finally discovered the process that professional traders use to make money, and I will show you the roadmap from guesswork to professional trading. For this, I will use my July results. Last month was profitable, plus 3%. However, it feels like a failure because every trade felt stressful and I was scared to lose. So the question is why? And the answer is very easy. I didn't have a proven setup. I had an idea, but no data. I was trading with my gut. And if you feel the same, your problem isn't your psychology. The problem is you haven't done the work I am about to show you. So I started this channel last March and I recorded my first video about my results. And then I stopped trading because I was all over the place. But overall, I am slightly negative. I'm trading the beat the market maker strategy, so the market maker cycle. It means the market is rigged. Um, Whenever you want to buy currency, so the market makers will sell it to you. So they will induce traders to go long, and at some point, market makers will run out of equity and pull back or reverse the market. So my setup or trading setup, trading idea is I enter on the pullback and wait for the continuation. And I recorded like almost every day lives on my channel. So to assess the market maker cycle and what I need to see in order to enter a trade. And going through my July trades, I realized I'm still acting like an amateur. So I had a quasi setup, so I felt like I'm still training like a move. So I was chasing it. I wanted to trade every day in hope I don't lose the trade. But what pros do, professional traders, they have a setup. They have the stats on it and then they execute the trade no matter what. So what you need to do is go through your trades and put them into categories. So that's what I did with my 11 trades. So for example, here I traded the high of low of week continuation. So at some point we are at the high of the market. So this is the market maker cycle. We are at the top and I was waiting for a pullback for a continuation. So this was the same trade, the high of the market, and I traded the pullback back to the downside. Then I was trading also continuation trade. So we are already in the move on the trend. And I traded pullbacks like here, pullback, continuation, here the same, we are going up. I assess the market, so wait for the pullback and continuation. But sometimes I just was counter trading. Perhaps the move or the trend market maker cycle was over, and I was counter trading. Then I was trading also breakout trades. So it means I waited for a low of the week or high of the week, and we didn't have the stop hunt anymore. We were already in the move, and I was waiting already for the breakout to happen, and just traded a continuation. And then other trades, well, I thought it was something, and just traded it. So really, this is the first step. Look at your setups, put them into the categories, and do you really have a setup, or do you have a lot of setups? And then after these results, I just asked AI, so Gemini, to give me the roadmap because I realized I'm still trading moves. I have no clear rules, and I needed a roadmap to success. So this is what I got from Gemini, an easy 6-step roadmap. So hypothesis, rules, backtest, statistics, filters, and test and go live. So what does it mean? Let's explain. So the first step, you need a hypothesis. So this is, you define the setup. So what's your edge in the market? So you need to identify a repeatable market behavior that you want to exploit. So for me, it is either, so I am on the top of at the high of the week or low of the week, and then I wait for the pullback and continuation, or if we are already in the move, I wait for the pullback like here and another continuation. So the idea is here, trade with the trend, and here wait for the market to be overextended and trade the pullback back into the new cycle. Then you need rules, strict rules, what you need to see. So when you have the idea about the setup, create mechanical rules. So, and this is what we call the trading plan. So I had some kind of rules or setup, but not really. So this is what I need to assess right now. So I need to know where we are in the market maker cycle. Then I need to see a stop hunt over a range because it is easier to see. So when you see here, we are already in the trend. This is a range. We take it out. We make a continuation. Now we have a range. I wait for the pullback, a stop hunt, and continuation. Here the same pullback and continuation. So, and I also need to see it in London because I only trade London now. I traded both sessions in March, and I was just overwhelmed. I was just sitting there, and something needed to happen. I just didn't got the results. So now this means my setup needs to happen in London. So really define your rules in a clear way. So that's the trading plan. Then you need to backtest. And this is what I didn't have done. This is where you define your statistical edge. It means you go through the charts, collect over 2 years data. So mark up your chart. You can do it on the hard right edge. So what I'm doing right now, I am looking for a pullback into the trend. I just say, okay, this is what I need to see. I have an idea of the step that I need to see, and I put the data into the Excel sheet. So I put the currency, I put the date, I put the time, and if the result. So if it is a win or a loss, and what is the risk reward? So is it a 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1? How far the trade went? And then, so currently I'm doing this, then I will do it really on hindsight. It means I can see what's going on the right side, and I just mark up the chart and see this is the real setup I need to see. Then step 4, you need statistics. So when you have your Excel sheet, you calculate the win rate and expectancy. So you know you have winning trades and you have losing trades, and you calculate what's the ratio. And also what's the risk reward for your winning trades and losing trades. But losing trades is always like almost the one risk reward. And if the expectancy, so the ratio is positive. So you can print money from your trading setup. But there's the next step because you can improve your results. And that's the step 5. You need to find filters, how to improve your results. So how to improve your win rate. Then, so you analyze your losing trades. What do they have in common? So what's the common denominators? And if you find, for example, for me, if we are in the last move of the cycle, so we are about to reverse, I won't trade the pullback anymore because statistically, perhaps I'm just the result isn't as good. So you need really to find filters and improve your win rate ratio. And then you just have your rules because you backtested it. And then you go and forward test it on live, first on demo account, because it's very different to trade on a demo account when you are just stressed. Can you really see the setup? Is this the setup? But you need really the rules. You trade it, and let's see if it works. If you are able to recognize the setup, and then you go live. Yeah. So this is how I will improve my trading now. This is what I realized. So I'm currently still thinking, okay, this is a setup. Will it work? Won't it work? I don't want to lose. I'm still stressed. And this stress and guessing comes from not knowing what my rules are and from not having backtested it. So I don't have any data. I don't know. So for the future, I want to come up with a data, a percentage. So does my setup work? What's the percentage win rate over 2 years of data? So this is how you have peace of mind when trading and how you know, okay, my setup works. So guys, let's follow along and how it works and do the work by yourself and subscribe to my channel to know how it goes in the future.